Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your man Playboy, and I am here with another story time. I said I was gonna do another story time video just because I was gonna do this challenge I had with the special guest who's gonna come on the channel. But I was reading the comments, man, and checking my DMs, and y'all was like, yo, we want another story time, we want another story time. And I'm like, alright, so I put on my IG, I was like, what y'all want me to talk about? Like, what's up? I've never seen so many questions about like the particular story I'm about to talk about, bro. I was like, goddamn, like some of y'all already know, like most of y'all already know the story. You feel me? Like the ones that's been here from day one, y'all know the story. But for the newcomers, man, welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications. Follow me, man, on Instagram at Dominic at my Twitch, Playboy Wolf. You feel me? We doing reaction videos. I'm gonna playing games, all your favorite games or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk to y'all about the stories. That story time, dog. This particular story, with you, be honest with you, I don't like talking about it. I don't even like getting in my feelings. So, but y'all asked, so we just gonna get into it, right? This is the story of. I'm gonna title the video the story of like how I lost her. If y'all don't know who her is, which some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. It is my ex-girlfriend. Her name was Ashley. She died. She died while we were together. We're gonna get into the story though. I'm gonna do my best to not make this sad. Even though it's a sad situation, but I'm gonna do my best to not make it sad because I don't want nobody crying and stuff like that. Like, you feel me? But y'all asked, so I gotta give it to y'all. Like, so we go from the beginning. Me and Ashley, man, like we've known each other all our lives. Like legit, when I say all our lives, we're like, before me and her was even born, bro, our parents were friends, which was crazy because I remember as a kid, all I could ever remember was her family coming over, you know, chilling with my dad, her mom, chilling with my dad, my mom, or whatever, like being just friends with me, so she's always around. So me and her grew up together. We grew up as just friends, man, going to the same school, going to the same camps for summer, you know what I'm saying? So like, we always had that friendship, right? So we got older, you feel me? We getting closer and closer. It got to the point where like her dad will call me and be like, hey, we wanna get ice cream, you wanna come? Like not call me, but call like my dad. I'm obviously young, while he had my number. But he would like call me, like, hey, you wanna get some ice cream with the family, or you wanna come spend the night because we're having game night, this and this and that. And it's a vice versa, same thing with my family. We could do stuff, we'll call them over, ask her to come over, like whatever, right? Then we get older. Now you know if you've been friends with somebody for so long, right? Not everybody do this, but most people do this, bro. If you've been friends with somebody for so long, especially if you're a guy and a girl, like you start to notice, like as you get older, when you hit puberty, like damn, like in my head, I was like, damn, like Ashley's gotten really beautiful, like as she gotten older, man. I'm young, I'm horny, I'm like, you know, my hormones are kicking, running. I'm like, damn, she's really cute. So we get together, right? It was one of those situations where it was like, man, you've been friends for so long, so you kind of owe it to each other to see if you could be something more. And I'm like, well, there's no more perfect person than you. You know me inside and out. You know me all my life. We end up dating, bro. We was together. This is the longest relationship I've ever had. Longest relationship I've ever had, right? My longest relationship I ever had was 6 years. 6 years, right? We was together for 6 years. I mean, no 6 years on and off. 6 years, bro. 6 years, right? And I ain't gonna sit here and argue like it was a wonderful 6 years. I mean, like we argue like every other couple in relationship do. You feel what I'm saying? It was one night we started arguing, and like you know what I'm saying. Normally, one thing about me when I'm in a relationship, bro, I would never not tell you I love you before I go to sleep. I feel like it's really bad luck. I don't like it. I've never liked it. Like it's never been my thing. At least in a relationship with me and her. You feel me? So, to this day I still can't remember what we were arguing about, but I pray, like man, whatever the it was worth it. So we were arguing. You feel me? And this is the first time we ever didn't go to sleep without saying like, well, this is the first time we ever went to sleep and we didn't say I love you to each other. We were just like, oh, I don't want to talk right now. Nah, boom, and left it at that. Wake up the next day, we going to school. Now, every morning, we would meet each other outside of the school because at our school at the time, like before you could get inside the school, you had to wait outside the school for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes for everybody to gather up or whatever. And then they would let you in for breakfast and then on to your first class or whatever. So every morning, we always met each other outside, right? And then we would go to breakfast together and I would walk her to her first hour class. And I wouldn't see her till lunchtime. I wouldn't see her, about to like to like my third period, maybe walking in the hallway, and then like lunchtime is when I actually would get to spend time when I see her, right? I'm there the next day, right? We didn't even text each other good morning when we woke up. We didn't text each other that, right? We still mad. But I'm mad, but I'm not gonna not do my duties as a boyfriend. You know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna still do it. I'm just pissed. I'm outside, but I'm outside in the front waiting for her, right? And it's like 15 minutes been passed by, so we finna ready to go in. So I text her. I say, "Yo, where you at?" I'm out in the front, and she's like, "Hey, running late. My dad's gonna drop me off." Cool. I'm waiting around. She still isn't here. I'm at breakfast. She still ain't here. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm finna just go to my first hour of class. I'll see her later. So I get to about my third period, and I get called down to the office. I get down to the office. Her mom is crying bad, and I'm like, hey, Mrs. Smith, like, what are you, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here? I'm coming to pick you up. We gotta go. Like, she's like rushing me, and I'm like, why? Like, I didn't even get my book bag. I didn't get my jacket, my books, and none like that. They all left in the classroom because I'm not thinking I'm gonna leave. I thought I had to come to the office for whatever reason. So we get in the car, man. She's still crying. The whole car ride to where we were going, all she was doing was shaking while driving. She was crying. She was wiping her eyes. She's trying to hold it together. And I'm just in the car like, what is going on right now, man? So we get to the hospital. I'm like, why are we here? I'm confused. I still don't know what's going on. She turns the call. She looks at me. She's like, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, okay. Like, is it my dad? Is it my mom? Like, what's going on? Like, is it someone I know? Because we're at the hospital. And the only reason you will pick me up is if my parents can't pick me up. So, are my parents in the hospital? What the f-? So it wasn't my parents, right? She told me, she said that on her way to school, Ashley and her dad got into a car accident. I'm like, what the f-? You know when you get that, when somebody tells you something, the first thing you do is deny it. You're like, what the f are you talking about? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? That makes no sense. I was just texting her earlier saying like, yo, I'm gonna catch you later. Like, whatever. She proceeds to tell me more of the story. Her dad died instantly in a car accident. And Ashley was in the hospital, right? She's in the ICU infirmary, I think that's what it's called. I don't really know that's what it is, but I know she's not. I think the accident was so bad, bro, she was unconscious. She was out. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? From my understanding before I get inside, she's out. She's knocked out. She's in the ICU, whatever, right? All I can think to myself is, bro, she was, like, we were just talking earlier, but we were just talking last night, bro, what the f-? I go inside of the hospital, right? I'm running in. I run in because I'm like, yo, what the fuck you mean? Like, this is my girl, dog. I run to the front desk. Yo, I'm here to see Ashley Smith. I'm a boyfriend. Her mom's out here. I heard car saying that. Like, I'm actually losing my mind. So I run past the door. I bust through the doors, the two doors, right, until you can get in the back. I see police officers outside of the room. I guess they're taking reports from doctors or whatever the situation, right? So I know it's her room. I immediately know that's the room. Now you know when you get a feeling that some shit's just it. That's what the f I got. It's almost like my connection to her was like, I know this is the room. I ain't gotta go nowhere else. I ain't gotta run around this damn hospital. I run through the door. I'm like, yo, I need to get in this room. Doctor's like, yo, no, like, you can't come in here. And right, so they asked me, like, no, you can't come in here. You're, you know what I'm saying? You're right. So I'm like, yeah, it's me. I'm her boyfriend. Like, come on, like, her mom. Come on, man. Like, what the f, bro? Let me in the room, bro. So I'm wilding out. I'm actually mad. I'm not crying yet. I'm just mad. I'm pissed off because I don't know what's going on. All I know is she's in the ICU, bro. Right? Her mom's in the fucking car crying. Her fucking dad is dead right now. The doctor didn't want to let me in. Security guards are like telling me to calm down. The officer's like, hey, you gotta calm down. Da, da, da. And I'm like, man, what the f you mean I gotta calm down? Like, man, this ain't your woman in there. What the f you mean? Like, that shit makes no sense to me, right? Police officers, man, they take me down to the seat. They take me over to the seat, not down. They take me over to the seat. They calm me down, like, sir, you need to calm down. Like, we're gonna have to actually leave if you can't calm down. So, man, I'm like, I'm in the seat, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, what the f you? My heart's racing right now. I don't know what's going on, right? So I'm sitting down. I promise you, I was sitting there for like 20, 25 minutes. And like, I'm not calm, but I'm calm enough for the guards. I mean, for the police officers, security guards, and the doctor to think I'm cool. So the doctor comes over to me. And man, what the fuck happened? What the fuck going on? So from what he told me was, Ashley's dad was drunk when he was driving her to school, right? And I'm like, bro, what the f? You drunk driving, bro? Now, from what I noticed, her dad never had an alcohol problem, but her dad used to drink a lot. Like, from what I can remember, every time I saw him at like any function he was ever at or any party he was ever at, anytime we were together, he would come over to the house, like, he would drink a lot. But he wasn't drunk, he just drunk a lot from what I was seeing. He always had a beer in his hand. So, I'm not thinking nothing of it, right? So, he was drunk driving. And I guess he swerved and he hit a truck, hit a semi-truck, right? Instantly he died. Boom, Ashley's in the ICU now. I'm looking at the doc like, what the f? And he's like, man, she's in the room, but she's unconscious right now. She's not awake, right? Give her time to rest, give her time to heal. And I'm like, doc, I don't give a f. I'm telling y'all what I said, word for word. I said, doc, I don't give a f what you're talking about. You need to get the f out of my way, bro, so I can get in this room. You and these security guards and these cops and everybody in this bitch ain't gonna stop me from getting in that room. Like, if you wanna stop me, dog, you really gonna have to put every shell in that gun and you need the whole police department, bro, to hit me all at one time. Y'all gonna have to unload them clips on my ass, and even then, that may not be enough. My nigga, you're not gonna stop me from getting in this room. Like, I need to get in here. So, eventually, after I said that, I still can't get in, right? I need to calm down. Sir, calm down. Calm down. He didn't say calm down. He's like, sir, you need to calm down. Ashley's mom walks in, right? I don't know if Ashley's mom already been in the room. I don't even know if, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know that, but that's not on my mind. I'm not worried about her, right? I just see her come in. I see her come through the doors, whatever. Eventually, I get to get in the room, finally, right? I get to go in the room. Only one person can go in the room. I get to go in the room, right? Bro, the moment, this is where every time I think about this shit, it kind of gets like emotional for me, man. But, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But we're gonna go on to story time. So I walk in the room. I open the door, bro. Instantly, my heart shatters. I'm looking at her, bro, and this don't look like her. She's hooked up to all these cords. She got bandages all over her, bro. The side of her body scratched. You know what I'm saying? She got bandages on her head. All this shit, bro. And I'm like, all I can think about is, bro, this is not my girlfriend, bro. This ain't the woman that I left last night. This ain't the woman that I've been with for 6 years. Not in a bad way, but like, bro, Ashley had one of those smiles, bro, that you couldn't help but smile when she smiled. She had a laugh that I can pick out of a room of 1 million people, bro. Her eyes, bro. She had beautiful, beautiful eyes, man. I mean, it's the eyes that you can lock with in the middle of a crowd, bro. Like, I'm just remembering all these things about her. And I'm looking at her now and I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened? So I go to the bed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm crying, bro. I'm crying. I'm crying because I blame myself. I blame myself for not being there because I promised her that I'd always be there. I'd always be there to protect her. And I know it's not my fault, but y'all don't understand, bro. I blamed myself for so long about what happened to her. I blame myself for so long, right? So I go to the side of the bed, bro, and I'm just like, I'm feeling her leg, right? I see the bandages got blood on them, so I'm like she's bleeding. He said she's scratched up on the side of her body, like something cut her when the accident happened. She's unconscious, bro. I'm touching her, and I'm just like, bro, this can't be real. Like, I immediately start calling the guy, bro, like, yo, I need help. Like, I don't know what the I gotta do, bro. But she can't be in here, bro. Like, I need her to get the up and come on. This ain't my baby girl, bro. This is my baby, but this ain't my baby, bro. Like, this ain't my sweetheart, bro. This is my love right now, bro. Like, it's like I just saw my love in human form in bed, bro. Unconscious. I don't know what the going on. All I can do is blame myself. I'm crying. I'm calling out to God, like, yo, please, let's switch places. Like, I'm willing to be in this position if she's willing to be fully healthy. Like, I can't lose her. Like, I'm not ready. I don't give a fuck how many times we argue, how many times we fight, how many times we said we wanted to break up. Bro, we fought through that shit. We was always there for each other. I start talking to myself. I start questioning. Then eventually, man, I calmed down enough. I was like, man, she's unconscious. I'm gonna talk to her. I don't know if she can hear me. I'm gonna talk to her. So I apologized. I said, I'm sorry. I should have been there. I'm sorry for fighting with you. You know, I wish it was me in this position and not you. Excuse me, man, I ain't trying, right? But, touchy situation, right? I'm apologizing and shit. And I remember I told her, I said, I love you. I know I didn't say it last night, but even when I was mad, I meant it. And she started moving around. She opened her eyes, and I looked at her, right? And I got so happy. I'm like, yo, you're here. Like, my prayers have been answered. Guys, listen. I said, I love you. Right before she could say it back, she flatlined. She flatlined right in front of me. I don't think I ever been more hurt in my entire life. Like, I've seen people die. I've been to funerals, all that stuff, but to see somebody's soul leave was something I wasn't accustomed to at the time.
I'm in love with you, baby, but I'm done with you, baby. Up all night, all we doing is fight. Now you're ignoring me, baby. Checking my phone for evidence, bringing up shit that's irrelevant. Nah, it's time to fix the elephant. And I'm so done, yeah, I'm through with it. I was a pimp, I was stuck in it. Past life, on some other shit. Met you when I was done with it. Changed up.